Hi everyone, Yuni here. So today I want to talk to you about Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. I made my way through it, and I wanted to go ahead and do my review. I'm making my way through it on hard mode, doing streams on my Facebook page, and my entire playthrough is over there. So let's talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy Remake was released on April 10th, and I've been playing it ever since. I cleared it in about a week ago, and I don't have my physical copy because everything is closed, and I actually got my copy courtesy of my friend Michael. Thank you, Michael, so much. I've been loving it, and if not for you, I probably wouldn't have bought it until like much later. But yeah, I love the Final Fantasy series, even though I did not play the original. Don't boo me yet. I was not here in the United States or anywhere in the civilized world in 1997. I was in Cuba, having no clue. I did see certain images of Final Fantasy VII, mostly a comic advert. They showed Sephiroth unhooking Genova's armor mask from the thing, only from the back, and that was in comic books at the time. And I thought it was a girl, and I didn't have any idea or context about the story. I didn't know Final Fantasy from Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which I have seen on the Super Nintendo. And yeah. But then I did see images of, actually this image right here was the one from the adverts on the comic books. So that was like some of the context that I have for Final Fantasy VII, which is not much. And I thought Sephiroth was a chick. And another advert that I saw on a toy catalog, had Cloud facing forward with the sword behind him, and that image kind of stayed with me, and that resonated with me a lot. And I knew it was Final Fantasy VII, and there was a video, and that was it. And then when I eventually got here, I did get the game. I never got around to actually playing it. It had age, you know, so it never got my interest. However, the image and the art from the series always resonated with me, and then Kingdom Hearts happened, and then this happened, and this made me a fan. I went and got this when it came out in Japan, mostly so I could play the demo of Final Fantasy 13 before anybody else, or at least around the few people that played it first. We all know how it turned out. But to say that I'm a fanboy of Final Fantasy VII is an understatement. I know the story inside and out, although since I didn't play the original game, there were some details that excluded me. So playing this game was supposed to be for me like playing the game again for the first time. I also loved Final Fantasy Crisis Core. If you play this, if you like this, just buy the remake. The battle system is very similar to what was done here. It's kind of in the same vein. It's almost like an updated version of this. So if you like what happened here, you're gonna like the remake. Although you probably already bought it because the game probably sold well. I haven't looked. I'm guessing it's selling well because it's getting really great reviews everywhere, and with good reason. The game looks amazing. Is every time that I play it, my PS3 wants to just levitate and hum. It is away. It's like, what is this? The lighting engine is beautiful. So let's talk about the graphics, and let's keep it that way. The lighting engine is beautiful. When you step out of the bars, the light like hits you. Like a bright, like when you step out from the inside of the house to the outside, and the sunlight first gets you, the in-game engine does that for you. And it was a detail that I didn't expect, because my experience with the game had not been a true play the whole game through. I never really realized the scale of Midgard, of the elevated plates, and that was something that this game portrayed so much better than even the movies. The Untitled Chapter movie, even though it was probably there, I didn't get that the scale was that large. I didn't get that it was like a Battle Angel Alita situation with the city in the sky and the big floating pizza in the sky, like the game puts it. The score and the music in this game are really well done, extremely catchy. Yeah, but I'm not a music person. I'm not like well versed in music writing or that kind of thing, so I don't want to talk about it too much. Just it was an amazing score. Even the new mix for the One Winged Angel. Oof. And now I want to move on to the battle system. The battle system, like I mentioned, is a lot like the battle system on Crisis Core, although it starts to feel a lot like the kind of fighting that you saw on Adult Children. Is this but augmented? A lot of the techniques that you learn. They obviously like build one on top of another. You can mix and match them. You do need to wait for your ATB to fill. So most of the fights, you'll be swinging normal attacks and doing combos with normal attacks, and then getting the ATB and using that to add a new move at the end of a regular attack, or use magic or use items. So ATB is filled by normal attacks, and then once you get that, you get to do a special move or magic or use an item. While you're taking damage, the limit break gauge is filling up, and once you get that, you'll be able to perform a limit break. Do be careful, because once you activate a limit break, you can also die. Even though the characters are posing for that to make the move, the computer can kill you. Although on my normal playthrough that almost didn't happen. It may be in bosses that were very aggressive, but during the normal playthrough it didn't happen a lot. In hard mode, however, once you beat the game, it will happen a lot. So get ready to be a little frustrated, especially since hard mode does not let you use items. So that's fun. Hard mode is goddamn hard, just so you know. So if you want a challenge, is once you beat the game, hard mode unlocks, and you can go and play it, but no items whatsoever. And as far as I know, there isn't a way to recover MP, so that's gonna be like the hardest part of the difficulty, the lack of ways to restore your MP. So once your mana or magic runs out, good luck. You better have a limit or something saved up. So, post-game content. Is this game worth it? It's only chapter 1. It's only the Midgard portion of the story. Should you buy it? I did get about 50 hours of gameplay from the first story. I was doing every single side quest. I was going out of my way to grind, mostly because I really love the battle system, and also because I knew that things were gonna get tough later, and I wanted to be leveled up to not be completely like under leveled and get massacred. The game is divided in chapters, so before you move on to the next chapter, you will get a chance to redo things and go get items, that kind of thing. When they ask when the guys tell you, hey, you cannot go back if there's something missing that you haven't done yet, you get the choice. Just say you can walk all the way back and do everything that you missed. Otherwise, you won't get the chance to do it again. For example, on my first playthrough, I missed the chocobo and mug materia. It was in the second reactor when you go visit it there, and I completely missed it on my first playthrough. I didn't know where it was. There were even hints, like big hints, in the way that you get it, and I actually did it because I opened the way to it. I just didn't walk and grabbed it. I missed it. I don't know what happened. But on my second playthrough on hard mode, I went and got it back, and now I have. I'm working on my way towards getting Bahamut. To get it, to unlock him, you have to level up all your magic materia. So materia is back, and that system is here, and I should talked about that on the battle system section. But yeah, just like in here and in the original, the materia system is back. It's just not as robust as it was in here. Here, from what I hear, is a little broken, and I kind of want to play the game just to experience it, how broken this is. As far as the materia goes, and I've seen some videos of some really crazy stuff that can be done, and my friend Jose was telling me about it. He's a Final Fantasy VII veteran, and he was there on the trenches in 1997, and he was letting me know that you can basically break the game, and for certain bosses you're gonna have to be able to overcome them. So I might start streaming the classic game once I beat the hard mode. So yeah, and then once you beat the game, you get after the 50 hours you go to the post-game content, in which you unlock hard mode, and you can then pick whichever chapter you want, and you can bring with you everything, all your levels, all your materia, everything, all your experience points. The only thing that you don't bring with you are your key items, because those are necessary in the story to move forward, so those you don't get, which makes sense. So I'm gonna move on now to the story, and I'm gonna do that while I draw. As you can see, this is one of my t-shirts, and I for this game I kind of have to do a design for Cloud. So I'm gonna show you how the drawing process is, while I talk to you about the story, and spoilers coming up ahead. So this is your chance to leave if you don't want to be spoiled, even though you know the story. There's spoilers. Let's go. So the story, like I mentioned before, I never played the original game, so this was gonna be like my first beginning to end a story experience with these characters in a more in-depth manner, other than it was in the movies or the side content. So the story goes just about how you expect from the beginning. Cloud is on a job with Barrett and Tifa. He's helping them out. Things started to vary a bit when he meets Aerith. Aerith lets Cloud see these enemies. They kind of look like the mentors from the Final Fantasy series. Eventually, we find out that these spirits are part of the live stream, and they're in charge of maintaining the flow of destiny. They are there to push destiny along on the path that is supposed to be. Since we know what happens in the future, we know what the path is, we know that these guys are chugging along towards the same destiny as before. I feel like this was a meta way for them to explain that they didn't want to do the same story again, so they could give us, so they could do something different with the story, as well as make something new and diverge from the path, so it wouldn't be like a straight up remake, more like it wouldn't be like a straight up retelling, and it's more like a remake. So the story does divert after a certain point, and there were things that I wasn't familiar with, like Barrett's group, Jesse and Wedge and Gibbs. They really I learned to like them a lot. I got a lot more time with them to the story, and I learned to appreciate Jessie a lot. I never even heard of her as much until this game. In the fandom, I never really thought like any fan art of Jessie or anything. I knew that the Barrett had a gang of people as part of Avalanche, but I didn't know who they were, and I really didn't care. But this game makes you care about these characters by giving you extra missions with them. So back in the meta and the destiny. So from the writer's perspective, they use this whole whispers, the phantoms, to do something different, and as well as divert the story in a new path. Hopefully, they don't get too mixed up on this, and we get like a cool straight up story and not too much divergence. I do want them to diverge because I don't want to see Aerith die again, especially now with the new story beats and the better characterization. You would just want to fall in love with her. There's no way around it. I love Tifa, and I play Tifa as much as I could by switching characters in the middle of battle because she plays amazing. But Aerith also, like, she just gets a hold of you, and you learn to love her. I cannot imagine being a kid in 1997 and losing her like that. That must have been rough. Although that was a different type of storytelling, so maybe it was less so. But I doubt it, because seeing by osmosis, seeing all the fandom through the years, it must have hit hard. Another thing, the story, it seems as if Sephiroth is trying to change the future, his own future, and so he's trying to go against destiny. And then the Whisperers, the Phantoms that are part of the live stream, are trying to keep the destiny in the same tracks. And Sephiroth, towards the end of the game, finally reveals himself. There's an attack on Shinra, where you first meet Rufus. Barrett is killed and then brought back to life because it was his time to die. And then Sephiroth literally cuts through destiny and opens a portal. And after this point, Aerith lets you know that once you go past this point, is a brand new destiny, an unknown future. Because seemingly through the whole thing, Aerith is being very mysterious and very vague. It's very obvious that she knows more than she's letting on, and she says on a cutscene to Cloud that even though she has doubts on the future, almost to say that even though she knows what's going to happen, she wants to believe that it's going to work out for the best, and the future is not decided. So Aerith is letting you know that even though she knows what her future is, almost in a meta way, she wants things to be better. And then towards the end, she finally decides to break that off altogether and tells the party, hey, from here on, it's an unknown future. So I do think I hope they don't break up the game into many installments, kind of like they did with Kingdom Hearts, across different like consoles. But I'm having a feeling that we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts out of this, like a similar type of story, because they already introduced time travel on Final Fantasy VII. And I know that just me telling you like this doesn't seem impactful, but playing it, and you can see it on my streams, playing it, it was impactful, it was powerful, it was good. I cried right before the drop of the plate on the slums. Jessie's death really hit me hard. I didn't care about her before this game. I didn't know who she was, and then this game made me fall in love with her. I have a similar personality to hers, so it was like, ooh, no. But anyway, here's the finished drawing. If you like this design of Cloud, you can go ahead and get it on my TeePublic. I enjoyed the remake story. I really liked it. I'm looking forward to episode 2 or chapter 2 or whatever they want to call it. I did like the gameplay, and I like the story. I knew enough of the story from before that I knew like the major story beats. I just didn't know things like Jessie and Wedge, and I just can't wait for the new one. You know, hopefully they let you carry over your equipment and your material and all that kind of stuff, or they're gonna give us like a lame in-story research for why you have to start from the beginning again. So I hope you like my drawing, and I hope that you let me know what you think of Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you're playing it right now, if you're giving it a good try out the hard mode. I'm kind of stuck at the boss that has the raft under it on the second macro reactor that you visit. That's where I'm at right now. I gave it a go live on my Facebook page, link below. And I didn't succeed. I'm gonna continue to try until I get it. After that, I'll probably go back or I'll alternate between the DLC for Kingdom Hearts, which did they sell us an unfinished game? Because the DLC so far is kind of like answering questions that should have been answered in the main game. So I'm thinking that they sold us an unfinished game, and then they sold us the ending as DLC, kind of like what Capcom did. Because the ending of the original game or the base game feels like crap. So yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I'm super excited to where we're going with the story of Final Fantasy VII. We're going on a brand new adventure now. Aerith may not die, hopefully, and who knows what else we're gonna get. Zack is alive. I fell in love with him after playing this, and then meeting him in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Is that here? No, it's over there. Anyway. And I want to see more of him, and I want to see him in the next installment. Hopefully, we get more Zack in Chapter 2. Maybe he become a playable party member. I would love that. Have the two soldiers in your party. Oh, that would be a strong combo. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm a little also worried about the story. Hopefully we don't get a convoluted storyline like that happens with Kingdom Hearts, but it looks like Nomura is taking us in that direction. My friend Jose said says that this is Nomura's revenge for them taking away verses from him. He says that he's just on a Kingdom Hearts with Final Fantasy VII. This is his revenge for them taking away verses from him and pushing it as Final Fantasy 15. And I told him the verses might still happen within Kingdom Hearts on the next installment for what the whole Josora thing gave us. But anyway, that's here neither there. I want to end the video. I also wanted to let you know that the reason that I haven't been posting on YouTube as much is because I'm kind of burnt out. I've been more focusing on streaming live on Facebook because I have more of a following there. But I'm too excited about not Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, to not make a video, not to make a review and put my thoughts out there. If you want to help my channel out, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought, anything, and that way the algorithm hopefully picks up the views and the comments, and more people see it. And if you don't know who I am, do check out my Facebook page. There I post my art. I also post I make art streams, and you can also see what other teachers I have. And if not, just look at it here. I also have some stuff on my YouTube, so please subscribe and leave me a comment and a like, and share this with your friends. And I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching. I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts. Well, might as well call it Kingdom Hearts from now on, especially after that ending. Hopefully we don't get a too convoluted storyline after this. But yeah, I should probably end this video now. Bye. Final Fantasy VII Remake was released on April 7th. They have ants in my camera. Fuck. Also, while you are taking damage, your